Hello, Quanson. Hello, Elaine. Hello, DM. It is nice to see you guys. Lilith is not here with us tonight, as you could see by Quanson's lovely sense of humor. You gotta love it, honestly. You gotta know him to appreciate it. um, all right, we're going to start this off with Elaine. Elaine, I already have your questions. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to start with Elaine. I'm going to come and see DM right after. So, DM, if you do want to post your questions, you can. Okay, so just a second. Okay. Let's go and see for your first questions. I should go through PayPal too. I should. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I was able to make my oven work today, so that's good. I figured out how my new oven worked. And I fixed my printer problem that I've been having for like 2-3 weeks. No printer. I finally managed to do that. So now I have a new printer on its way, but I don't really need it because I fixed it. Who would have known? Ajat is going to be up into the queue also, my sweet loves. So here we go for our beautiful Elaine. And then we're going to go and see DM, and Ajat is going to be needing a timestamp. So let's get this going. Sweetie pie, sweetie pie, sweetie pie. Let me go and find you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I overcame them. I did. Yes, I figured out what was a problem with my stove. It was actually childproof. There you go. That just goes to show where I'm at, eh? It was childproof, so no Hansel and Gretel happening over here. So I disabled the childproof oven thingy, and there you go. And the printer, I don't know. I don't know. It took me many hours, and today it took me about 20 minutes. It was done. So voila, it is all good. Overcoming obstacles, that's what we're about. So here we go. Elaine, first question. You want to know, why's current energy and feelings. All right, sweetie pie, on DM, if you're somewhere around, you can post your questions. Otherwise, I pretty much know what they are. Not looking at the chat at this moment. My love's looking at the questions into the emails. So that being said, current energy and feelings. I feel like recently, she's been more... It's not just more. She's been like this for a little while. She's been kind of self-focused for a certain amount of time. I feel like she's into her own vibes. I feel like she's retreating into her own space a little bit, probably working on different little personal matters at the same time. So it could be a little bit of a mix of career, could be a little bit of a mix of skill development, but she's truly working on who she is and who she wants to be to move on forward. Therefore, developing different type of abilities and skills along the way. I feel like she's really just trying to sort out her inner world that has been on and off chaotic every once in a while. Does she still think of you? Sporadically, once in a while, sporadically. Sometimes memories come up, but I do not feel like she dwells onto them. And how does she feel about you now? Onto that, I feel like there's unresolved tension that is there. And I feel like that tension is not necessarily like fully processing everything. I feel like she tries to protect herself, but sometimes she doesn't really know why she's protecting herself. So there's still a sign that there is somewhat of a recognition that is there, but there's a lot of guardedness that is also there. If we go and see what's happening with R. So we're going to start by going on back into the past. So in 2023, when you said that you did have a boyfriend, is going to be the first answer that's going to be coming. Kind of feel like he felt a little bit blindsided by that one, maybe a little bit defensive. Not just a question of disappointment, but I feel like it hit his ego in a very sensitive kind of a spot. At this moment, I feel like he's more into an emotional immaturity that still kind of lingers. So I still feel like he has those little undercurrents of attraction that are there, but he's not emotionally grounded enough to engage into anything, into any kind of healthy way. So I'm going to say what he's up to post to his birthday, because his birthday is, socializing, probably showing off a little bit, trying to prove himself who he is. But while proving himself, it's like he's not necessarily proving himself to others, but he's trying to convince himself that he is who he is, and that he is this, and that he is that, if you know what I mean. Almost wearing somewhat a little bit of a mask. So I feel like he's trying to maintain that confident image, even if internally he's not fully all that content. Your feelings about why. Now versus the first reading. DM and Ajant are on up next. Thank you everybody for waiting quite patiently. I'm going to return back into the chat in just one moment. Your feelings about why now and the very first reading. They resemble, but I feel like they are less potent. They're less strong. I feel like there's more of a resolve that is there. I feel like before you had more of an intrigue. You had more of an emotional pull. You had maybe more romantic or idealized energy into the first ones. Versus now, I feel like you're more balanced. You're more into the discerning. You're more reflective about the relationship, about the connection. So the emotional charge is still there. It's just kind of there into a different way. I feel like now it's kind of tempered, but it's tempered with like clarity. You're looking at her, if you will, with more realism than something that would be pure longing. We'll put it that way. Into an energy check for today. What do we got today? Energy check for today. Not too many questions passing through your mind. Okay. I feel like today we're a little bit more into lighter energy, a little bit more hopeful. I feel like I'm getting that there's a constant reminder to keep your faith onto your own path. Today kind of feels like a day where there is a certain alignment, where there's a subtle emotional healing. I feel like you're more connected with your inner truth than what you actually realize that you are, or than what you think. You do have to be a little bit careful sometimes with being direct, but you do have to be direct and clear, because that's going to help kind of cut through any lingering emotional fog, either within yourself. Sometimes you have to be that with yourself or with others. Unexciting news from now till September. Relationships will get better around you, not necessarily love-wise, but relationships will get better. You will find more of a balance, but you're going to find yourself finding a lot of answers within yourself. I don't necessarily see, I feel like there could be an unexpected, if you will, opportunity that could present itself towards you. That could be something more of a creative project, but it's like not quite clear yet. So I'm going to say at this moment, I feel like you're into a lot of steady progress into practical areas of your life. So the progress of work, finances, breaking throughs, all those things. Basically, I'm going to say there could be somewhat of a meeting or a reconnection happening. It is not with Y, however, into the month of September, and beautiful movement onto your own side. And if all the cards align well, then maybe somewhat of an opportunity that will be able to present itself towards you, but more onto a financial side, onto that one. And let's go over here. And let's go see. Hi, Julie. No. Sending you much love, my beautiful Elaine. No, Lilith is resting today. Yeah. Hey, that reminds me. I didn't open that up. Oh no, oh no. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know. When I was fixing up my stuff for my printer earlier, I downloaded some type of software that made everything disappear onto my PC, and I guess I'm no longer even linked into Messenger, my love. I don't even know what the heck that is. Let's try this. I'm going to try to log myself back in. So DM, you're going to be up next. Hopefully I read this weird character well. Apparently I did not. Seriously. I much prefer the pictures and when they write stuff and they put all different kind of lines through them. They make no friggin' sense. They make no sense. But okay, don't write me any messages onto. Oh well, actually, if you do, I think I'll get them on my phone, sweetie. Yeah. All right. I'll figure it out later. Alrighty. Yeah, it made everything disappear. Everything disappeared. I don't know. I had to like reopen everything. Everything, poof. Yeah, all my 70 tabs I had, they all disappeared, and it didn't give me a choice to put them back like it usually does. I was a little disappointed. You haven't fixed your printer for years? No, my problem with that printer, Elaine, is that my neighbor has my passcodes for my Wi-Fi because she's my friend. She's my daughter's friend. And her brother has it, but her brother was no longer allowed to use Wi-Fi, and from his house he can connect to mine. And so his parents came to my place and asked if I could change my or disconnect or change so he couldn't use it anymore, which I did. But then my Wi-Fi printer did not want to connect to the new passcode. That's where my problem was. Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. What's your question? Quickly, Elaine, please. Go ahead. Anything that you should look forward to or avoid in the next 5 days? Let's go and see. Elaine, if you post your question quickly, I shall answer you before. So, hold on. All right. Let's go and say it. DM, I'm moving on forward to you in just one little second. Okay. Ooh, it worked. Okay, I'm back. I'm back online for Juanson and Julie. I'm back into the world. You had a dream about giving your uncle, but you didn't know what it actually means. Okay, coming to you, my beautiful DM. As for the computer itself, the old computer represents outdated ideas, skills, ways of thinking. So into your dream, whenever you have something that has like some type of technology, it tends to reflect the mind and how you process information. An old one could mean that you're dealing with past memories, old habits, or even lessons from before. Now, the fact that you're giving it away suggests that you're ready to pass on, you're ready to release, you're ready to share something, like get rid of something from your past. And the uncle into the dream is a symbolism because it is meant to be family wisdom. It is also an authority figure. So I'm going to say it's a little bit of mix of everything together. It's like giving something to him means that you're acknowledging his role or kind of handing over different type of responsibility. So altogether, it feels like you're letting go of an outdated mindset or of somewhat of a responsibility. but it feels like you want to entrust it into somebody who represents a certain guidance or somebody that has maybe somewhat of a family connection. It also does mean that you're ready to move on from one phase to another one, but you're not wanting to forget what happened into the past. So you're still wanting to honor that. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Sweetie Pie. DM. Let's go over here, and Julie, I've got you also. You're going to be right after Ajat. So if you want, I can message you in about maybe 6 minutes, sweetie, if that's okay with you. And then we also have a Love Shine. Nice to see you, Love Shine, sweetie. So here we go for DM, my love. Kind of is, eh? I know. All right, so here we go. DM, my love. Over here we shall go. Over here we shall go. All right. Watson is alone tonight, so I will be keeping the list. I will keep repeating it, though, so that he can, you know, be a nice, sweet man. So he can be mischievous to his will. All right. General energy. We're going to go and look at the general energy. Then we're going to go and look what to look forward to, what to avoid, all those things. All right. Not a bad energy. Not a bad energy whatsoever, sweetie. All right. Not too much giving and receiving. Not too much giving and receiving, but things actually seem to be going onto the right track for you at this moment. Okay. This is what I'm going to say. Don't necessarily look for any big movements coming from a lot of people, okay? Nothing big is happening over here, ooh la la-ish. I feel like you are going to be juggling different type of priorities, but I feel like the balance is there, and I feel like it's going to be good. So I need you to stay within the balance. I need you to stay really quite flexible, both within work and at home, all right? I feel like your attention is necessary at both places. I feel like the ambiance is fairly good. I feel like it is joyful. I don't see any problems with that, but I don't see a lot of help. So if you do need help, do ask for it, because I don't see anybody who is voluntarily coming close to you to say, hey, do you need some help? Or can I, give you advice on something? Like, I don't see that. So there's not much cooperation. So if ever you do need it, then please do ask. But other than that, things seem to be going quite smoothly. Now, in work, like I said, look a little bit towards that. I feel like at work, somebody may recognize some type of contribution or some type of skill that you're doing at this moment. And that could give you a little bit of that boost of confidence, which could be really quite nice and always nicely needed. What to avoid, like I said, the teamwork, collaboration, not going to be the best. Stay away from other people's conflicts. You're not going to be implicated into them, so just stay away from them. Stay away from competitive energy also. The more you stay away, the better it is. If you have any little irritations, little tiny ones, just let them slide. It's better like that, because otherwise it's going to drain you. So just let it go. Yeah. At home, I feel like there is somewhat of some harmony that is happening. I don't really see any conflicts with you. I feel like things are okay. I feel like there's a certain comfort. I feel like you've got your space. There's nothing real, nothing new that is happening on through. Although I could say there could be some type of nice point of recognition happening at home also, where somebody will say something nice and sweet towards you that would be unexpected, but will be highly appreciated. So overall, I'm going to say, at home, don't overcommit to too many things, too many ideas. Don't give too many promises. Keep things realistic. Don't get yourself overwhelmed, but somebody is going to say something nice and sweet towards you. Somebody's going to say something nice or going to recognize you within work too, like I said. Advice for you is pace yourself throughout the following 5 days. So keep your emotional balance and keep your approach each day within the moderation, not overreacting to any type of ups and downs coming from anybody. And that is going to help you to kind of smooth things out. You will stay away from conflicts. You will stay away from nonsense. You will be seen as doing something good. You'll have good vibes at home. And honestly, you're on path. Things are going well. I don't see no frustrations or anything of the such. So I'm going to say, if you stay away from those little dramas, the little ones, you're good. You're going to have a good 5 days, my love. I usually see something that's a little bit off, but at this moment, I cannot say. I cannot. Yeah, you're a nice guy. Oops. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it here again. You did it. Oh, Hanson. That's it. I'm giving you the list too. You're way too diabolical. All right, Elaine. Good job working onto your portfolio, sweetie. If you have any other questions, my love, any other questions, please do let me know DM, okay? As usual, anything I haven't mentioned, if you have any suspicions, anything, email, chat, I've got you. I'm going to go and get Ajat's question, but I'm going to be watching out for you, okay? All right. We love you when you're a bad guy, Juanson. yeah, my mom says that too. But when my mom says that, she says it into a very different kind of a way, Hanson, which I'm not going to get into. I'm going to let you figure that one out. Okie dokie. So, hold on. Ajat, questions over here. Before I go to Ajat, I am going to finish up with the DM. Hold on. Let me go and see that. DM, I know you're still around because you just posted it. Let me go and see. Okay, let's go and see. So DM, I'm answering your question at this moment, my love. Honestly, sweetie pie, I'm going to say you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I feel as though this person does have they do have a lot of thoughts. I feel like they've thought about things. What is their plan exactly? I could not say to you, but there is something that's a little bit twisted from it. It's like they kind of thought about this. Whatever it is, there's a certain knowledge. There's something they're wanting into a knowledge, into something they need to figure out, which is going to change the outcome. Now, I don't know who this, this could be somebody who wants your position. This could be somebody who wants to be higher than you. So go on up higher onto the ladder of the workforce, if you will. But at some point in time, it is going to cause the end of your connection with them. So it is going to deteriorate. So I will say, try not to involve yourself too much into it. The more you kind of stay afar, probably the better it is going to be over here, sweetie pie. So are you wrong? No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I feel like they're very silent. Like, I feel like they're sneaky silent, like a little snake. They're just going to kind of slither on through every once in a while, try to get some. Honestly, at work, if you just do what you've got to do and you don't get, worked up in office politics or anything of the such, you should be good at all times, or pretty much. I just feel like there's a lot of gossip. I feel like there's a lot of people wanting to pass over other people, and that's where the major problem is happening from. Hi, my beautiful Joy. How are you doing, sweetie? It is nice to see you, love. Oh, I'm going to check that on out. I will. Hello, Yvonne. How are you doing, sweetie pie? So Ajat at this moment. Up next is going to be Julie. Then we have Loveshine and we have Joy. That is the list that we have at this moment, my sweetie pies. So Ajat, you're next, and you are at, I'm going to say 26 minutes for you. Let's get to it. Thank you, my beautiful Joy. All right. Loveshine, if you do want to post your questions, you may post them, my love, unless you do want the usual questions. Yeah, he gave a half apology, right? That's not surprising. Okay. I like the way you say he gave a half one, right? It was kind of there. Yeah, that's just the kind of stuff they do. Here we go. Okay, let's go like that, and here we go. So, how does O feel about that? Oh, I gotta tell Julie. Julie, let me know if you're here. If you're here, it's all good, but if you're not, I gotta go find you. Are you here, my beautiful Julie? No, you are not here. Let me go and find you. Aha. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, the moon. But seriously, I mean, he does love you. I can't deny it. I can't say he does love you, but so it is what it is. Now, the fact that he loves you doesn't pardon the way that he is. It doesn't make anything better, anything of the such. Hey, look at you, Juanson. You're doing both. It will DM. It will backfire, my love. So be very careful, okay, sweetie? Be careful, my love. Look, Ajat, sweetie pie, Omar does love you, and Omar does want you into his life. Is he a little bit egocentric? Yes, he is. Does he actually want to completely open up? No, he doesn't. But does he want to hold on to you? Yeah, he does. You know, he's gonna continue to think. You're just making him think, and you're making him ponder, and everything of the such. Now, does he actually feel like he needs to 100% say that he's sorry? Not quite, but it kind of feels like he's done quite some ways. So, my love, I do feel, thank you, Julie, and thank you, my dear Juanson, sweetie. Sweetie pie. He doesn't feel like it's fair. You were there, or you were close to him. You didn't say, this is not fair, okay? I'm not saying what you did is not fair. Into his mind, it's not fair. It's not okay. And he's kind of upset about it. He's kind of upset. Is he going to hold it against you? He might talk about it, but nothing much more. So basically, I'm going to say to you this. So while you're into his town, right, and you guys didn't necessarily see each other, there's frustration. There's frustration that is there. It will be most likely talked about at some point in time, but very briefly. It's not something that you guys are going to continue to talk about because it is subject of discord, and he doesn't really want discord right now. Right now, he wants to take the discord, he wants to put it away, he wants to hide it underneath the carpet and never look at it again. All right? That's where he's at this moment. Now, how does he feel about the terms that you're on? He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't feel loved. He doesn't feel cared for. He doesn't feel like he's wanted. He just kind of feels like you guys are on pause, or you guys are a little bit friends. Why would you work into that kind of a way when he truly loves you? King of Cups coming right back on out. So, sweetie pie, I'm going to say this man does love you. He's just not openly saying so, or he's being a little bit rigid. That being said, he does love you. I'm also going to have to say, I do feel as though he could do better. I do feel like he is going to end up reaching out again. I do feel like you guys are going to fix this. And he doesn't like at all the situation about the fact that you guys did not see each other. No. So, Sweetie Pie, is this over? No. Shall it continue? Yes. Do we really necessarily, or does he necessarily want to continue to speak about this or be into this type of an energy? Absolutely not. If you guys could close that chapter as quickly as possible, that would make him really happy. I don't feel like he wants to be into that. I feel like he wants to go to positive, and you probably want to go to the positive too, but I know you want to have a full I am sorry with all the reasons, a bouquet of roses and everything else. I know you're not asking for the roses, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyways, he does want to make things better, sweetie, and things will get better for you guys. So, better days ahead, my love. Better days ahead, sweetie. Julie, my love, it is your turn. Julie, 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 Julie. Up next is Love Shine. If we do have Love Shine's questions, otherwise I'll make them up. Okay, Julie, here we go. I do also have Yvonne. Yvonne, thank you, my love. We'll leave you a timestamp. Otherwise, you're going to be up in about 15, 20 minutes. And I do have your questions, so it's all good, my sweetie pie. We do also have our beautiful Mimi, who is going to be up after. Mimi from across the world, by the way. So, Julie, here we go. Let me just go and read your questions. Again, Love, Shine, and Joy are next. Love, Shine, and Joy are the following two readings. Okay, here we go. And voila. So. Ooh. Let's use these little guys. Lilith loves them. I haven't used them in a while. Is he using it as a final test? Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. And you're doing your workings, which is perfect. I hope it is his final. I hope it is. Deck Watson, I was going to show you that one, but probably not the best one to show you. Okay, point being, it reminds me a lot of the Halloween skeleton dance by, I think it's Disney, the black and white one. Yeah, the skeleton songy thingy. Yeah. Anyways, hold on, sweetie, hold on. Just 1 second. Here we go. All right. So here we go. Sweetie pie, our little skeleton dance. No to test you. Yeah, you feel like at least he is testing something to prove himself. Yes, to prove himself, I shall say yes to that. I will. Yeah. Okay, but we're going to go a little bit more into the detail of it, okay? So, sweetie pie. message being over here is this. I feel like there's a strong sense of pause, a little bit of... There's a strong sense of pause and observation that is here. I feel like he's a little bit stepping back, but to weigh things, to see how you respond when there's space between the both of you. It's less about it's not about punishing you. It's not even less. It's not what it's all about. It's about him gathering all that clarity onto how to move on forward. This is a little bit of his way of figuring out the position, if you will, that he wants to take into the future and how he kind of wants to make this develop and open up through. So is he kind of using this silence a little bit as the final test? Is it the final test in itself? I will not say it is the final. I do not necessarily see it as a finality, like after that everything is going to be perfect, but I do see it into one of those tests that he kind of has to prove to himself. Into that I shall say yes. He's trying to observe at this moment, my love. Yeah, Hanson. He's trying to observe at this moment. Honestly, himself, but also the type of relationship that you guys have. When earlier I spoke to you about the fact that into the past he's had a lot of relationships and they've all pretty much failed because there was a respect of boundaries. There was too much pushing. There was too much of something that was happening. This is it. This is a little bit what he wants to test. He wants to make sure that even if there is some distance, that there is not necessarily the pushing or because into the past he had to suppress a lot his emotions. He had to figure out a lot of things. He had to maybe do some things or say some things or put himself into different type of situations in order to make the other people or his partners at that moment into the optimal type of place that they would like to be into, but it did not necessarily mean his optimal place neither. So I feel like it's very important for him at this moment to try to figure out his optimal place along with yours. But this is one of his tests to see, am I good? Am I okay? Is this going to continue to be respected, or am I going to end up getting, like a message or something of the such? This is what he wants to see. So that's where his observation is. It's not necessarily on you as a person. It's more onto your reaction. So when you guys were supposed to meet and he specifically said, this is the reason why we're not meeting, because I have to take care of this. And once that is all settled, I will let you know. The boundaries are clear. This is what is happening. I can't do it. But as soon as I have all that information, I will contact you. So it's like if he needs to know that during that time period that you're respecting, you're not necessarily afraid of losing him. There's not necessarily the possession or the jealousy. And that it allows him that space to say, hey, she really does understand me and she trusts me at the same time. Also, same thing, but he thinks about you all the time. He thinks about you all the time, sweetie pie. He does, my love. He does. The fact that you don't talk doesn't mean that he doesn't think of you. Absolutely not. I know. It's a long time. It's a long time, sweetie. Now, does Mike still feel like you're into a love bubble together? I don't feel that the bubble has necessarily popped. Okay, I'm not going to say it's, like a montgolfière, the hot air balloons, but it's a nice bubble, all right? I feel like the bubble hasn't popped. I feel like it's actually deepening. I feel like he could be trying to actually voice that out loud, but not quite being able to do so at this moment. But he can feel. So he can feel the pull getting stronger. And it's like if that connection is quietly, if you will, maturing while you both hold your ground. So my love, are you still into that love bubble? I will still say that the love bubble is there. It hasn't left. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still there. Nobody is popping it unless something happens. But nothing is happening. So the bubble, it's still there. You're still loved. He still feels very loved. He still feels like he's the only one. And nothing is popping it, sweetie. So it is a yes. However, is it as strong as when you guys spent time together, let's say like a week ago? No, because it's a little bit kind of dissipated along the way. You need to continue to feed that bubble to be into that beautiful bubble. But he's hoping to feed that bubble as quickly as he possibly can. He's just waiting to have less, you know, stress-related moments. That's all. That's all that's happening. Did he receive the whisperings altogether? When did you do these? Did you do these just like not too long ago? Because for the moment I'm going to say no, but for later on I feel like it is going to pass on through. So if these are the ones that you have done like before the live, I'm going to say not quite yet. No, there's too much chaos going around him. There's too much noise, too much busyness. It will pass on through, but you do need to leave him a little bit of time. So I'm going to say probably within the following 3 to 4 hours, he will receive them. So 3 to 4 hours from now. All right, so you're like at 6:45, so somewhere around your 9:45, 10:45 is when he should be pretty much receiving the whisperings. So, yeah. A month? You did 2 hours ago, yeah. No, chaotic. I mean, chaos. Yeah, it's not chaotic into the fact that there's people around him. It's not what I want to make a show. It's chaotic into his brain. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things within work and everything as such. His mind is a little bit, scattered, like a little bit all over the place and all different kind of thoughts. And that's why he hasn't received it. So it's chaos into the mind, if you will. Yeah, it's into the head. It has everything to do with work, my love. He's not at a party or he's not doing a bunch of stuff he's not supposed to. It's chaos into the mind. That's all it is. Yeah. So just give it a couple more hours, my sweetie pie, and that energy should pass on through. Yeah, hopefully it does, and hopefully he stops moving around all the time. Like, he moves around a lot. He moves and he moves and he moves and he moves and he moves. But he needs to stop moving. He needs to stick around. No more moving. We need to stop this. Yes, I know, sweetie pie. I know, my love. So, continue to be good. Continue to be strong. You know. I know you do, my love. I know. And you will. You will get what you need, sweetie. I know, that's it. If he could at least tell you how things are going on and what's going on, you would feel better about the situation, right? I know. He will, my love. Have no fears. I'll see you a little bit later, sweetie pie. How are your shrimp doing, by the way? Just by curiosity. And we're going to put Love Shine at 43 minutes. Joy, you're next, my love. So please do confirm that you're still here. Then we're going to go and see Yvonne and Mimi. Oh, no. 2 of them. Are there 2 of them that did? I see 2 or 3 of them. What happened? I know it's not because of your fish. I feel like it has to do with the water. Yeah. Thank you, Joy, sweetie. What happened there, sweet pie? Yeah, that's it. 3. Yeah. 3 of them passed away. Honestly, I don't feel like it was your fault. I feel like one of them was ill and passed that on through to the other 2. And that's why they passed away. I feel, do you have 5 of them in total? Do you have 2 left? Is that possible? Did you have 5 altogether? I'm getting a number 5. There's 2 of them that are a little bit affected at this moment, but I feel like they'll be okay. I don't feel like they're going to pass away, but there's something. You bought 10. There's still 2 of them that are not well. Okay, so there's 2 of them that are not doing all well. That's why I get the number 5. So you could have 2 that will kind of pass away. That would make the total of 5 that I'm seeing into my mind. Yeah. I feel like the other ones will be okay. As for the algae, sweetie, yeah, that's it. Well, you're going to have 5 left and 5 will have gone. That's it. There's got to be some type of other, ask at the pet shop, wherever it is that you're going, or try to Google it. Try to look online what you can do. That would not, I know they're cute, your little shrimpies, but yeah. I know, I know. Try to see, like, there's little snails and there's different kind of little fishes that will actually suction too. I don't know if they live well with bettas though. That will actually suction and they'll eat all the algae and they'll keep all your aquarium nice and clean. They kind of look like there's fish. They're black and yeah, they suck to your thingy. But maybe snails too might be able to do that. I don't know. Go and check it out, sweetie. Yeah, check it out, sweetie pie. I'm sorry, my love. All right, I'm gonna put then I love Shine at 45 because I've talked 2 minutes. I know they're supposed to. No, well, some of them are ill. Some of them are ill. They didn't do the job, sweetie. I still feel like there's 2 of them that are not feeling all that well. With 5, it should theoretically do the job. But you might need something more. You might need something more, sweet one. I know they only had one job to do, right? I know. And they didn't do it. I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it here. I'm going to say over here. Here you go. It's a 2-word. It's gone to your messenger. It's only one job, but look what they do, right? Honestly. Oh, my dear gosh. All right, I'm going to come and see Love Shine. Julie, I'll see you a little bit later. Sweetie, text me if you need me. My messenger is now up and going. Oh, Hanson, it's nothing ooh-la-la-ish. Nothing ooh-la-la-ish. Sweet Lord. Here we go. Sorry, Hanson. Okay, Love Shine. Let's go see. How is he feeling towards the wife? How's he feeling towards the wife at this moment? Okay. Here we go. Difficult decisions. There's a breakthrough. They're doing better today. Every once in a while it's more difficult and not. I'm going to say today is okay. So how's he feeling towards her? I'm going to say all right. I feel like things are a little bit better. No doubt about it. Are they perfect? No. Are they better? Yes. I feel as though we're a little bit into the place over here where it's like whatever problems it is that they had, they were able to kind of sweep underneath the carpet and it's kind of okay now. So I'm not going to say any love. You don't see love. There's nothing of the such. But there's a forward movement and there's forward movement into a more happy kind of a way, a more forwarding kind of a way. How's he feeling towards you? So Joy and Yvonne are next. Joy and Yvonne. All right. How is he feeling towards you? Honestly, loved, courageous, strong. It's like things are getting better between you guys. Whatever it is that was a little bit off, it's like it's better. The drive is more there. You're probably having more interaction. He's probably back onto more of a normal kind of a pace for you guys. Being available is more also. So I'm going to say, honestly, really just good for you. I'm going to say love. I'm going to say wanting to spend more time with you and finally making himself more available to do so also. So not as much stuck into different type of restrictions or even his own self-restrictions sometimes, because we have seen him to the last week or so do some of his own little self-restrictions and those little manipulation tactics. Yeah, he's not into that at this moment, so that's all good. Now, what does he want to say to you that he is not saying? Yeah, he is not saying that. You know, sometimes there are obstacles. Sometimes, well, okay, what he's not saying is this. Look, there's delays into life, generally speaking. Things don't always go necessarily the way that he would like them to or that you would like them to. But he wants you to know that he's going to try to bring things back the way that they usually are, nice and strong, and that he, honestly, he loves you. He tries to make things as balanced as possible. So, Sweetie Pie, what he's not actually saying to you is that he would like to take care of you much better than what he is at this moment, which would be nice. Absolutely. His message from Tarot for you. Message from Tarot. What he can do, he shall do for you. He thinks about you all the time in many different kind of ways. He would lift up the world for you, my sweet love. He would brave all different kind of storms because he truly does love you. The only thing he will not be able to offer you, though, will be that the family kind of a thing, that he's not able to do that for you, but everything else he is willing to do for you. And I know you'll say, what do you mean the family thing? Because I don't feel like he's ever going to leave the she, so that's going to remain the way that it is. But other than that, honestly, he would move mountains for you, my sweet love. Honestly, you're always onto his mind. He does love you very much. So into those moments where you think, oh my God, what is he doing? He doesn't love me, and you're upset and everything of the such, just remember that he truly does love you, sweetie pie. Joy, I'm coming to see you, sweetie. Stand up until sleep with wife. Feelings for Amy, we did. His thoughts and feelings, we did. Yesterday, you said he was trying to mend a relationship. You're assuming exactly it had to do with kids and at home, my love. That is exactly what he was trying to do, sweetie pie. Exactly. Here we go for our beautiful Joy. And it's nice to see you, Joy. I'm glad things are doing better, though, Love Shine. They are better, sweetie. They are better. Yeah. No, he's trying to make things better with kids in the home, but he is trying to make things better with her also. It's an ensemble. Yeah. So, Joy, sweetie, Yvonne is going to be next. What is Joey thinking after your text message from today? Hi, Big Leo. All right, sweetie pie. Take your time. I still have 3 people ahead of you, sweetie. Don't worry. 3 ahead of you. Relax, relax. You're good. You're good, sweetie. All right, here we go. It was a little naughty. Okay, watch Joy thinking about, I know, Love Shine, I know, but he doesn't see it into that kind of way, sweetie. He doesn't see that you were sweet when he came back. Because, you know, yeah. He doesn't know that you know everything. So, Joy, what is Joey thinking after your text message from today? Okay. Whatever it is that you wrote, we loved it. And we want more of it. Like, we're ready to, you know, move on forward into first gear. We're ready to switch things on up from what I can see over here. So whatever it is that you have sent, in whichever form or way you did it, it definitely did give on out the vibes that you would like them to, right? Yeah. So I'm going to say all together, my sweetie, what is this? Oh, that is a beautiful big Cleo. Thank you, my love. Oh, that is not supposed to open. Okay. So, Yes, Sweetie Pie, whatever it is that you've sent out, I'm going to just keep this energy over here because it's nice. It's very forward moving. We're very interesting in whatever it is. I don't know if you offered something, but we're interested into it. We liked it. We want to move on forward with it. He actually feels like whatever it is that you have sent out, he feels victorious from it. It's almost like if he feels like, and I don't feel like he needed to feel like he won something, but it's like if he feels like he won something from it. Like, oh my God, I hit the jackpot. That's what I'm trying to say. Are you going to see him this weekend? Let me go and see. Will you see him this weekend? Knight of Pentacles. Emperor is going to make it happen. Emperor is going to make it happen. There is recovery. Will you see him this weekend? You will definitely see him this weekend. It is a yes. Now, you will be seeing him this weekend. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to take out another deck, and we're going to go and see how things are going this weekend that we did not look at yet. So, how are things going to move on forward for you guys this weekend before we go and see about the sales? All right? All right. So, how will things go this weekend? All right. He's going to have forward movement. Whatever it is that you said that you wanted or that you were going to do, he's going to want it, but he's not going to say it. Okay, look. You're going to have a nice weekend with him. Whatever it is that you want to happen can probably happen, but you're going to have to make it happen. All right? So there will be forward movement. He will be there. He will make himself available. He's ready to jump on in if you offer something on through. That being said, I still don't see though, my love. Look, by curiosity, because I feel that even though you sent something that was interesting, even though you are going to be seeing him, I still feel like the energy is still kind of stagnant. Like I still feel like it's there. So let me just go see into the future if you're still a little bit stuck into that cycle where, he's still kind of deciding and it's going to take a little while. That's what I want to go and see. Hold on. No, you haven't. He doesn't know what to answer back. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to say at this moment, Sweetie Pie, he is still into that moment of deciding. He's not ready to leave you. He's not ready to leave the other. He is trying to follow passion. He's trying to follow his heart. He's trying to follow, I'm going to say, whoever is going to be the sockiest into this almost at this moment. At this moment, he is following something that is very passionate, that is very to the core. So that's what he's doing. If you offer something that is very passionate, very strong, very to the core, very binding, very fiery, chances are he's going to come by your side a little bit more. So my love, will you have a nice weekend? Yes. But again, the forward movement must be done by you. If you do the movement, he will follow on through. As for the energy of the future, he is still binded between you and the other. He will go towards the one that he feels the most secure and who offers him the most passionate, socky side, if you will, or passionate life. So, situation somewhat the same, but you will be seeing him. He did like your message. Will it change by the end of September? By the end of September, I should say yes. End of September, absolutely. Yes. Unless there's something that switches up into the energy, by the end of September, it's a yes. Yeah. Yeah, I know you did. I know you offered socks. By the end of September, he is definitely going to be making his choice. So by the end of September, you will have your choice. So things should change. Again, it all depends on how it goes. I told you he's going to end up choosing you. So if everything continues into that kind of way, by the end of September, he'll have chosen you, my love. As for how are sales going to go this weekend for you at work? Let's go and see. Yeah, I knew it was socks. I knew it was socks. Nonetheless, I had that devil that was there nice and strong. I know how you're pulling him in. Oh, I know. In the old days, he used to say, you reel a man on in with his stomach. Today, you reel a man on in with something else. If you make him a burger, it's not going to work. So, yeah, Juan-san. How are sales going to be? There's movement, but there's definitely not what you want. It's not going to be what you want. Oh, there you go. Reel him in with the magic wand, and the magic wand is not mine. It's not the magic. Yes, I like the way you said that. Reel him in with the magic wand. That was so YouTube friendly. It was beautiful. Hello, S. Virgo. Nice to see you, sweetie. I will check that on out in just a few moments, okay? Just a few moments, sweetie. I haven't been in PayPal in about 5 minutes, so I'll go and check that out and let you know. Yeah, I know she is, right? I know the Ace of Wands is one dirty card. Okay, so Sweetie Pie, I'm gonna need you to, like, sales this weekend are not gonna go the way that you want them to. They're not. My star is in reverse. There is some movement. There are some things. You're putting a lot of time and passion and skill and everything, but I need you to have more strength. I need you to put a little bit more time. I don't quite feel like you're getting exactly what it is that you would like. All right. So yeah, that's what I can see within that, my Sweetie Pie. There is definitely something happening with that, my love. Just 1 second. Here we go. Are you going to get some sort of cells? Let me go and see, because the SPME looked like something else. There was missing a couple vowels for something else. And, well, not just a vowel. Okay, here we go. And my beautiful, okay, that is that. I don't have anything else coming on through yet. So yeah, it just reminded me, no, I know what you wrote. It reminded me of something else because I just have one of those twisted minds. Okay. You will have some cells. You will have some cells. I'm going to take out some more cards upon it. I just feel like you're going to be disappointed. So you will have some, just not what you expected or not what you would have liked. But yes, there shall be some. So movement there will be, but just not as much as you would like to. So I do see you working really, really quite hard here, Sweetie Pie. I do. Yeah. Okay, apparently I have to restart my phone for updates. Love Shine, to answer your question, sweetie. He doesn't love her into a loving, passionate kind of a way, but he does love her as a person, as the mother of his children and somewhat as a family. He doesn't hate her. He doesn't despise her. He just doesn't feel comfortable with her. He doesn't feel like he has what he needs with her. So I can't say he doesn't love her, but I will say he doesn't love her into the way that he loves you. That's a different kind of a love. Yeah. Oh, I got you, Big Cleo on mine. Yeah, something is better than nothing, Joy. Definitely. sending you much love, and I'll see you soon, sweetie. May you have, well, no, I'll see you before then, I'm sure. But yeah, it's all good, Joy. It's all good, my love. Yvonne, you're going to be at 105. Yeah, with the wand and cells, you're good. Yeah, you're going to get action. Action. I'm looking for something else. Okay, so I'm going to say 105 for our beautiful Yvonne over here. All right, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Yvonne, let's log in over here. What is that? Sweet Lord. I received a message onto my phone from my mom. Like, she's sleeping by now. Like, of 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. Oh, that is so funny. I'm like, oh my God, is my mom texting me at this time? She's sleeping. All right. I do have you, my beautiful Sarah. Everything is good, sweetie pie. I do have your questions also, so I will leave you a timestamp. Not a problem, my love, and thank you for your donation, sweetie pie. So Yvonne, let's go see. Is the insurance going to cover your daughter's accident? And what do you need to know from the tarot? All right, let's go see. Exactly, love shine. What is that, Watson? When we don't have twisted minds into this channel, we are just missing our third. Exactly. Exactly, sweetie. All right, hold on. All right. Here we go. So, are we going to do that? Oh, yes, I wrote a time. But I wrote a bogus time. It's not the right time. I'm going to put it at 107. Yeah, okay. I don't have to add you, Big Cleo. I've got you. Actually, Juanson is not even supposed to do the list, Big Cleo. He's just being the emperor. He wants to be an emperor is what he wants to be tonight. Yeah, he's trying to be a little bossy. Yeah, Lilith is not with us tonight. So here I am saying to Juanson, just be your sweet little mischievous self and I'll take care of the list. And yet he's trying to multitask. But my love, I have you. There's Mimi and then there's you. So you're going to be up in just a second. Yeah, yes, he's being the boss of the chat. That's what he's doing. And sometimes he says really weird things. Yes, but that's Juanson. Yeah, often he says weird things just to see if I'm going to catch him. Exactly, ignore the knife. You've had it since the beginning. You came in with the knife, Juanson. Love you too, Big Cleo. Oh my God, this Juanson. He always tries to slip something in. I'm sure you will have a nice night. I'm sure you will. Yeah, I know. There's always a big delay with the YouTube for some reason. Okay, so Yvonne, is the insurance going to? Yes. As for your daughter and the insurance and whatever it is that has happened, things will be okay and it will be covered. So hopefully your daughter is okay into everything out of this. There is going to be a little bit of a struggle. There will be different questions. There will be different things, but things will be okay. Are they necessarily going to do as much or give as much? That I'm not too sure about. So if it is a question of repairs, they could repair, but it could be with different kind of pieces. It could be we'll repair certain things, but is it going to be covered? I will say yes. But I feel like there's little details that are important into it that we need to look at. Yeah. How about we are Wednesday the 13th, right? To Cheeto Man, he's working overtime. Cheeto Man is Why the heck would Cheeto Man be working overtime? I don't think Cheeto Man even works. I think he wakes up in the morning and rolls the dice. And then onto the dice, there's a lot of stupidities onto it. He chooses one of them. That's what he does during the day. That's what I think. I've been clear. Thank you for posting, sweetie. All right. Now, what do you need to know with the tarot? We're going to go and see that. All right. Not too much action at this moment of time. All right. Not too much action coming from you. Not too many new beginnings neither. There is a certain change. There's a transition coming your way. It could be somewhat of a trip. There's more clarity coming your way also, my sweet love. So you are either, I'm not going to say moving somewhere, but you're going somewhere. Something is happening over here. But very transitionary. It's not something that's going to be sticking around. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, I feel like there's a man into your life somewhere, work-wise, who wants something. It's almost like if they're pushing for something, but I don't know. It's like if you don't necessarily want to do it or you don't agree with it in some kind of a way. Yeah. Other than that, I do feel as though there are some struggling relationships around you. Like there's a little bit of a disconnection. I feel like this is actually a really, really, really good time for you to set your boundaries within work. Take what you want, leave the rest aside, but be clear about what it is that you want, because otherwise people can manipulate you. And there is a man who is older than you who couldn't do that. I feel like it's a time to rest, to change things. It's a transitionary time. Wherever you're at this moment within the following month or two, for some reason, I feel like it needs to change. It needs to switch up. It's no longer going to be good for you. Other than that, I do see some little disconnections around, I'm going to say, house, home, stuff like that, like family and friends. But other than that, I'm going to say it's okay. I don't see any losses financially, but I do not see any gains. So, yeah. That's what I got for you, my sweet love. And they said it was a total loss and she's fine, right? Oh, you mean the delay in my mom's text? Yeah. No, I know. Seriously. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. I get really weird stuff like that. I get delays. And I even talked to my mom about that text. It was weird, Love Shine. I talked with her and I called her about it because I had to do something for her. I don't know. All right, let's go see our beautiful Mimi. Mimi is going to be at 1:14, and then we're going to go and see Big Cleo and Sarah. So basically, Yvonne, she's fine. That's perfect. But there are definitely going to be some changes and modifications coming around. And they will end up paying. They will. Mimi, now you're probably into my email because usually you chitter chatter. Did you put it here? You didn't send me an email? Everything fits? Ooh la la. Okay, hold on. Let's just do that. Okie dokie. you're all into PayPal. So Mimi, here we go. Okie dokie. Up next is Big Cleo and Sarah. Mimi love. Work energy, upcoming days. Okay, sweetie. I feel like there's a victory moment that is coming your way. I feel like it's small, but it's coming your way. I feel like something during the CEO's visit or a little bit after you actually volunteering is going to bring a positive attention towards you. I feel like the atmosphere is going to feel lighter and you're going to be able to kind of shine a little bit more naturally through it. Now, what you can look forward to is good teamwork, good connection, especially with your elder volunteers all together. Kind of feel like the energy is going to be nice, it's going to be warm, it's going to be heart lifting. You're going to get the appreciation that you do deserve from the right people, so I don't want you to worry about that in any kind of a way, all right? Now, what you need to take note of is I feel like there still may be some people talking into the background or kind of testing reactions around you. I feel like at work, there are some people who feel a little bit threatened by you. They might try to kind of do some subtle little moves to protect their own image along the way. But you're going to see. Let your results speak for themselves rather than getting drawn into any type of explanations whatsoever. So just take note that you do have some people that are around you who are a little bit jealous, who might have different type of little agendas. Are they necessarily going to create any problems at this moment? I don't believe so. But just do be aware that they are there. All right? Not everybody is perfect around you and wanting the very best in every single way. On to missing him. Yeah. The longing is still there because the connection holds the emotional meaning. Spirit is saying to keep your hope alive, but also to focus onto your own light. When you're into your very best energy, you're going to attract what is truly for you, and that's important. So my overall advice for you is to keep handling all the situations around you. May they be at work or may they be into a love-related kind of a way, but with beautiful, quiet confidence, with more of that inner calm that is surrounding you, because people they can try to shake you in different ways by saying things and sometimes by not saying things. Sometimes they don't say something, but they can't dim you unless you actually give them the power to do so. So do not forget about that. All right? I am going to give you some love messages from Mr. Harry. And here we go. Big Cleo and Sarah are next. You are my favorite kind of distraction. Every little thing reminds me of you. You are the reason I smile so easily, and you're always onto my mind, even into the sweetest ways. We are now going to go and see our beautiful Big Cleo. Big Cleo, you are at 119. Let me take on out the pendulum board. Pendulum, pendulum, pendulum. And let me go and find your questions. Oh, they're right there. All right. So, did PC your page yesterday onto the 13th? Twice? I don't know. Let's go see. That's your preview? Twice? So did we see it onto the 13th? Hold on, hold on. So the answer is a yes for onto the 13th. Could you please let me know how many times? I'm getting between 2 and 4. Could you be more precise, please? Okay, more precise. I'm getting 4. 2 days before, 12th of August. How about the 12th of August? Did he look onto the 12th of August? Yes, he did. And how many times, please? Okay, so on to the 12th, I am getting 3 times. So on the 12th, I'm getting 3. On to the 13th, I'm getting 3 to 4. Yeah, that's you. It's you. This is you, sweetie pie. So it's yes, the 13th. I do have a timestamp for you that you'll be able to return on back. 3 to 4 times. And the 12th is yes, 3 times. Is he actually seriously considering to approach you, and will he? Okay, it's all perfect. Sarah, just let us know if you are around. You're going to be next. Otherwise, you'll have a timestamp in either way. He is. He is going to approach you, my sweetie pie. Please let me know the month. Please let me know the month. Let's go a little bit further. Okay. I'm getting over here somewhere around the month of October. Yeah, end of September, beginning October. Yesterday you only saw 2. Yesterday Spirit says 3 to 4. And 2 days before 3. 2 days before 3 I get 3. But onto the 13th I get 3 to 4. I'm going to go and see with the cards. So is he going to approach you? It is a yes. It truly is going to be doing so. I'm going to go and see with the cards what pops on through. Okay? Hold on. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles, we do have our Temperance. We do also have our 6 of Wands, followed by our King of Swords. So, sweetie pie, I will truly say that he did. Okay, I do see that he did look at your Facebook page onto the 13th of August. There was no doubt about it. Our King of Swords was nice and strong over here, and we were, spying onto our beautiful queen as much as we possibly can, but I feel like things were a little bit unbalanced. Maybe he wasn't able to look as much as he actually would have liked to. As for 2 days before, so we are on to the 12th over here for you. On to the 12th, we do still have beautiful movement with our Chariot. There is no doubt about it. Spying onto our beautiful queen over here. My love, I'm getting also onto the 12, I am getting 3 times. So 12 on a 12, it's 3 times, and onto the 13th, I'm getting 3 to 4. Now, is he actually seriously considering to approach you, and will he? I saw yes, and I saw end of September, beginning of October. Okay. And here we go, sweetie pie. So, 6 of Pentacles, a Chariot, or 7 of Pentacles, and our Ace of Cups coming on through. It's a definite yes for the movement that is happening, which is approximately in about a month, 4 to 5 weeks, which would bring us somewhere around end of September. So we do have the movement, and he does want to. He's not ready to do it at this moment. That there's no doubt about it. But he is thinking. I feel as though he is trying to figure out things, and he does, and he is going to be making that movement towards you. So I'm ultimately going to say yes, my love. He will be making that movement. It is still into his plan at this moment in time, my love. You're very silent. You're very, very silent. Very silent. Yeah. So far, so good, sweetie pie. There is no doubt you will definitely have... what is this? Okay. So yes, you are good, my love. You're listening and thinking, that's all good. That's all good, sweetie. I gotta go and see Sarah into the meanwhile, all right? So Sarah is gonna be at 127. It's all good. To think is a good thing. Yeah. Absolutely, Julie. I'm going to be with you in just a few moments, okay? I'm sending you much love, beautiful big Cleo. So far, so good. So I'm going to go see Sarah, and then I'm going to come and see my beautiful Julie. Okay. So, what are TA True's feelings for you? Let's go and see my love. What do we have into the true intentions? We're going to go and figure that out. All right. So what are TA's true feelings? We do have our Ace of Pentacles. There's somewhat of an offering, but where is this offering stemming from, and what is happening with it? We do have a decision, so there is a decision to be made. Why do I feel like there's somewhat of some distance over here? And by distance, I'm not going to say distance like you guys are not necessarily talking, but I feel like it's not an open way of saying, you know, I love you, or I desire you, or I want this, or it's like we're not openly speaking about what it is that we would like at this moment. Our Ace of Pentacles is coming on in to say that we're into a place where we're wanting to have somewhat of an offer with you. But it's almost like if we don't quite necessarily know what you want at the very same time, because I do have our Star in reverse. So It's like if the person that you're speaking about has wants and has desires, but doesn't necessarily know if you have the same wants and you have the same desires. Now, what could those wants and desires be? Let's go peek together. There's an offer. Like, we want to offer something solid to you from what I can see over here. I do feel as though there is some... I feel like there is some love. I feel like there is a connection. I feel like we do want to search for something that is deeper. I do feel like we are actually looking for something that is of a long-term type of a commitment. I don't feel like we're into this for anything that would be, I'm not going to say not pleasurable, but it's nothing of a devil type of energy where we want to be with you for just something that is sexual. I feel like the true feelings that we really do have are wanting to go a very far way, but not wanting to open up about it at this moment. I feel as though if you have not yet received an offer from him, that it is something that's going to be coming forward towards you into the following weeks. But I also need you to be a little bit more open. It's like if this person needs more reassurance that this is okay, that this is a good place, that I'm safe, that I can express what I want and how I feel, and she will accept it, and she will accept me on it, and she'll take my offer, and then we'll be good. Like, he just feels like he can offer you the world. He can do everything for you. And to his mind, like, you guys could be together forever. He's willing to do many, many things for you. So, quite frankly, my love, I do feel like this person is interested into the long run with you. I don't feel like they want to play any games, but I do feel like they're a little bit reserved. They do keep a lot of their feelings from within. But the desire is there. The want is there. There's a lot of beautiful movement that is there. It's just that we're a little bit into a place where we don't know how to open up. So we're feeling a little bit insecure is basically what I'm trying to say. And into that insecurity, we need validation coming from you so we can open on up, so we can actually go and get this. So the more you open on up, if you feel the same way, the more you're going to get this connection, the better things will go. So the more you do that, the more good you're going to get over here, if that is actually what you want. They do have good intentions. They do have true intentions. They don't want to play around. They're just kind of a little bit reserved and a little bit shy at this moment, but they would like to be able to open on up more towards you. So my love, intention's good. If you kind of show on through a little bit of your intentions along the way, you will definitely be able to see their intentions a little bit more, and you'll actually be able to get maybe that committed relationship that you're looking for, if that's what you want. So my sweetie pie, I will say nothing but good. Let me take out this little deck into the meanwhile. Haven't taken it in a long time. I feel as though there's love. I feel like there's wants. I just feel like there's little shy feelings that are into the way. But as soon as you see, I'm afraid to talk. As soon as we kind of get over those, we're gonna be okay. So yeah, Sweetie Pie, kind of worry, because we don't really know what you're going to be feeling, but we are open to changes and compromises and everything. So I'm going to say open up about the way that you feel, and things will go really quite smoothly. They'll go into a good way. You'll see. I'm sending you much love, Sweetie Pie. In the meanwhile, we're going to go and see over here for our beautiful Julie. Julie, I've got you twice. No, twice. Yes, twice I have you. You've been thinking while I was busy. Okay, so here we go. So this is going to be the first one. I'm going to gather both of them at the same place. Okay. So this is going to be the first one. I'm going to go and get the second, also in PayPal, over here. And voila. Oh, a fun question. Oh, I like fun questions. But was Mike and you consider us fall in love at first sight? Does he think so, and is he aware of it through? Let's go and see. Let's go and see. There's a very strong possibility about that one. Very strong possibility. Because he did know for the longest of time that you were the one, that there was a very strong connection to the very beginning. So yeah, let's go and see that. Absolutely. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I saw you had time to think. All right, so here we go for our beautiful Julie. Let's go and see. And Juanson, you're going to be on up next. And while I'm doing your reading, well, actually, you can say that we're closed when I'm with you, Juanson. So give it another 2 minutes, and then you can, you know, yeah, put your little spookily hands out. Okay, so what comes to mind when thinking of you today? What comes to mind when thinking of you today? Sweetie pie. I feel like he's in a mix of nostalgia, but also of joy. I feel like he is daydreaming about your warmth, about how you make him feel. It's almost like if he has a little bit of that childlike happiness that is there, that is within his energy when he thinks of you. Like you're just his beautiful safe space altogether. When he is thinking about you today, he feels like everything is possible. He feels that whenever he is going to be ready to offer something, he feels like you will accept it. Because he feels like you're onto the same vibe, onto the same energy. He feels your love day in, day out. He has no fears about your love, by the way. He has fears about himself not being able to be good enough for you, but he has no fears about you. Like you're beautiful, you are beautiful, pure perfection is what I'm trying to say into his mind. So that's what's coming to his mind as he's thinking of you today. He's hoping that you don't think that he is not necessarily reaching on out because of something that you have said or something that you have done or something of the such, but it is simply something that is internal within him. Now, was it love at first sight? Page of Cups. Drink me. I do feel like the connection did spark absolutely quite instantly. From the very beginning, I feel like there was something that was magnetic. It was emotionally stirring, if you will. Even if he didn't necessarily label it as love right away, his soul, if you will, recognized yours at that moment in time. There was somewhat, and I see something having to do with a gaze, looking into each other's eyes. Everything just made sense. Everything clicked. It's almost like if you could see at that moment in time, like a life review of everything that's going to be happening with you, not necessarily into the bad moments or into the stagnant ones, but all like the very good moments, a little bit like a Photoshop kind of thing. It's kind of interesting, but it would have been something that passed on through very quickly into his mind that he might not even necessarily have realized, but he did see that. You might make it a regular question. Pretty Gemini girl. Nice to see you, sweetie. You're going to be on up next, okay? I'll be with you in just a few seconds, and thank you for your donation, my love. You remember that yourself? Okay, because I see a gaze. There's something with a gaze where everything just kind of flashed through into his mind. And that just, everything made sense for him at that moment. There was like a certainty. There was a knowledge. This is something, and you are somebody that he was meant to move on forward with into a long time. Yeah. You had that? There was one moment that you saw it for the future stuff. Seriously? There you go. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So he saw it too. He did. Let me go and see. Yeah, let me go and see. Yvonne, hold on. I'll go check that out, sweetie. Yeah, I'm going to go and see that right away, my beautiful Julie. I'm going to go and see that as we speak. I do feel as though it was the exact same moment, my love. which is very interesting. So you both saw the exact same thing. Or almost the same thing. Your vision was not the same as his. You saw different moments that were very pertinent into your mind at that moment in time, and he saw things that were very pertinent into his mind at that time. You did see your future together, absolutely, but different clips, if you will. Yeah, absolutely. Yvonne, give me a second. I'll answer your question, sweetie. Absolutely. So now you know that you both went through the exact same thing. Now, does he think so, and is he aware of it, is what you're wondering down here? Yeah. No, I do believe that he is aware of it, and I do believe that he does know. That's why he's putting all this effort into it. Look at that, our beautiful 2 cups popping on through with our queen and our magician. Yes, he does. Deep down, he's very aware that there is something different about your first meeting. It's like that unspoken bond that didn't need any words, where he uses, whether he actually uses that word like love at first sight or not, his heart knew that that moment, everything was set into motion at that very moment. So I'm going to say Spirit always knew, and I feel like both of you knew that this connection always had somewhat of a faded feeling. Yes, he does sense it too. There's no doubt about it. And yes, that first spark was not something that was random. It was something that was at the very beginning, that was written a very long time ago onto your blueprints. So absolute yes. Absolutely, my love. I know you didn't even like him at first. That often happens, where you don't like somebody at first. I know. Yeah, and that's why he came on back, because you probably pushed him away, but he was like, no, this is not going to be happening. No, she's not going to push me away. This is going to be okay. I'm going to make this happen. I know. Maybe he likes it when you're mean to him, Julie. No, it just kind of made it a little bit more of a challenge. Yvonne, all together. Who's the youngest between those two, my love? Andrew or Al? Who's the youngest one? It's the youngest one of both of them. I see somebody who is younger. Who's younger and who might even have... Okay, there you go. It's him. Yeah, it's Andrew. He's the one. It is a beautiful discovery, Julie. It is Andrew then, sweetie pie. If Andrew is the youngest between both of them, yes. I just need you to be careful for him, Yvonne. I just need you to be careful for him. He could kind of try to manipulate you to do something at work that you might not feel comfortable about it. Yeah. You might not feel comfortable either doing it or following on through with it. It's just some type of little weird manipulation kind of tactic that could pass on through. It's nothing that is physical or sexual or anything of the such. It really is work related. It's just like some kind of a weird, twisted kind of a way of doing things that you would not normally do, that he would kind of like you to do. So I'm going to say just be a little bit careful for that. Yeah. You see, your intuition was not wrong, sweetie. Pretty girl, Gemini girl. No, pretty girl, Gemini girl. Pretty Gemini girl. God, I really... Are you here, my sweetie pie? Please let me know if you're here. You are on up next, my love. Okay, I got you, sweetie. I put girl way too many times into that. All right, let's go and see what's happening. Watson, if you want to put your little poison hands, you can, sweetie. We're all good for the night, my love. You're going to be up next. Would it be best to consult Al, an older boss? Yes, it would be better to consult. It definitely would be better, my beautiful Yvonne. Absolutely, sweetie. Yeah, I know you were waiting for that, Juanson. Absolutely, my beautiful Yvonne. All right, sweetie, King of Pentacles. What is happening with this? Why King of Cups? Why is this person holding? Okay, sweetie pie, sweetie pie, sweetie pie. What do you need to know regarding love with the Aquarius? Let me know. Is this person holding on to you but not giving you everything? Kind of. They could be breadcrumbing you into a certain way. Yes. What is happening with this? Thank you, my dear Juanson. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, he's kind of breadcrumbing you, ain't he? He's not giving you everything that you need. But he's holding on to you. He doesn't want to let you go. Oh, yeah, you're important. We're holding on to you. We're stubborn. We're going to keep you as long as you want to stick around. But this person is emotionally manipulative. Why? Because he wants to keep his options open. Yes, he wants to keep his options open. But he really likes you. But he's not ready to commit to you. Yeah, that's where the problem is, sweetie. That is an issue. That is an issue. There's nothing all that much that you can do. He's just not ready for it. So even, let's say, you would say, oh, if you don't want to give me this, I'm going to walk away. He would let you walk away a little bit, but then he'd come on back. Why? Because he doesn't want to lose you. You're important to him, but doesn't want to give you what you want. And he wants to remain into his ultimate power, is what he wants. So it's a little bit of the situation of, I want to have my cake and eat it too, or something of such. I don't know how they say it. He wants the same power. But again, over here, I said he was keeping his options open. Here's the options open. All right. He's keeping his options open over here. 3 of Cups. He is keeping them open. So there is you, but there's others. He likes you all right, but he's not looking towards the future. He might make you believe that he is. He might make you, feel like you're the beautiful queen, you're the beautiful princess, and he can give everything towards you. But it's not what he's going to end up doing. No. So, sweetie pie, I'm actually going to say to be careful. I am. That's what I'm going to say, sweetie. I'm going to take out some more cards. I'm just going to swipe these away because we used them. We looked at them. Yeah. So what do you do with this? That's entirely up to you. I'm not going to say, because that's not my decision to make. You can try for some clarity. You can try to set your boundaries. But if you're going to set your boundaries, set them and don't return back. All right? If you're going to say, if you're not going to give me this, or if this is not something that you want, this is what I want. This is what I require. This is what I would like. Are you available? Or, is this something that could interest you? And if the answer is yes, then perfect. Let's show it and let's make something with it. No more breadcrumbing. And if it's a no, then, well, that's entirely up to you to decide what you want. Again, you see all those options out there. You have other options, my love. You do. And you have other people out there who will not breadcrumb you, who will actually give you what it is that you want. So you're not going to feel lonely and a little bit sad and a little bit lost altogether. Sweetie pie, this is your chariot to take. It is your path to move on forward. Honestly, I need you to reflect on what you need to do and what you want to do. Spirit, this is not me. Okay, and you do what you want. Spirit says it is best to somewhat walk away. However, before walking away, I will always say, get your clear information. Just don't say, I got a tarot reading, I'm going to walk away. Don't do that. Talk. Figure things out. Like I said, set your boundaries. Figure out what you want, what you need. Give that information on out and see if he's available to give it to you. For the moment, I do not feel like he is ready to. He does like you. I feel like he feels like you're very attractive. I feel like he is interested in you, but he's not interested in settling on down, and he's not interested in giving more at this moment. Maybe within, maybe after a conversation, or maybe with different compromises, or maybe with a little bit of time going by, maybe you guys can come to a good agreement where it's going to be good for you and good for him. But for the moment, if you continue in this way, he will continue to do what he's doing with you, and he'll continue to kind of play onto the sideline. So you're never truly going to be first at this moment, and you're always going to be a little bit of an option. I don't think you want to be an option. I know it's not what you want to hear. I know it's not, my beautiful Gemini. but it's what I'm getting. So he does care. He does like you. He does want to keep you around. He doesn't want to lose you, but he doesn't want to give you what you want. Now, when I said he has other options, I'm not saying he's sleeping with other people. I don't see that. I am not seeing him, necessarily dating other people, but I do see him chit-chatting with other people. So he does have other options that are open that he hasn't closed the door to. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, sweetie pie. Sarah, sweetie, your reading is at 1 hour, my love, and 27 minutes, sweetie. You're going to be able to go and find yourself, my love. I'm sending you much love, pretty Gemini girl. If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know, okay, sweetie? Stay strong, sweetie pie. It's my pleasure, beautiful Sarah. Let me know if you're all good, okay? I'm going to go and see Juanson at this moment. So, Juanson, here we go. It's slow today, but it's okay. You're always overstaffed. Always. Oh, the managers, they're around. Aw, you're so sweet. You were going to go and help her into the meanwhile. You're such a cutie pie. All right. So, let's go and see what we've got for you. Alrighty. And voila. A love reading for you, sweetie. I'm no longer looking at the chat at this moment, by the way, so if anybody does say something or speak to me and I'm not answering, I'm not avoiding you, I'm just not looking. I'm into the email at this moment, okay? But I will go back and look before we do close, so if there's anything important, I'll catch on to it, don't worry. So sweetie pie, lover eyes. I'm going to say the emotional connection. Like, the emotional connection is still there. There's no doubt. That energy is still kind of circling around you. It hasn't quite let go of you. That pull is still there. It feels very familiar. But I feel like Spirit is trying to say to trust the slow unfolding, how things are moving on forward altogether. If we move on forward more into your general reading, you can expect different type of moments, somewhat of a lucky break that's going to be happening towards you. You're going to be quite happy about it. It's like some type of little surprise or like an unexpected yes. And that unexpected yes that's going to be coming towards you is going to kind of lift up your spirits. I'm not saying it's necessarily like, can I have a half a day off and you'll get a yes and you'll be super happy. It's something else. But I feel like you're being asked at this moment to follow your own ideals. I feel like you're being asked to, or you're being called anyways, to follow your heart. But I also feel like it's a moment for you to ground your dreams in reality so that they can truly kind of manifest themselves through. Let's go see about Elizabeth today. All right. Okay. I feel like the energy today feels like it's calmer. I feel like she's trying to keep somewhat of a balanced space around herself. I feel like there's always that spark. There's always that sweet curiosity that is around you. There's always a little bit of that emotional side that is there, but I kind of feel like we try to keep it a little subtle at the same time. into her mind, she would like to say to you that you cross her mind more than what you think. And she always notices you, even if she kind of pretends not to. If we move on forward into an oracle message. Your patience is paying off, sweetie pie. You need to trust the timing. You are being guided to choose what brings genuine peace to your heart. A new energy is approaching, so let go of the fear that it is going to be into your past. Into love messages, sweetie pie. You are my calm into the chaos. Even in silence, I always feel you. You light up my space I didn't even know was dark. Your energy stays with me long after you're gone. And I can't explain it, but you're different into the very best way. I know. I know you are. I know you are. You're a sweetie pie. That being said, my beautiful loves, we shall end the live for tonight. I am sending much love out to every single one of you. We shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So sweet dreams. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. I'll see you soon. Good night, my loves.